5,
4,
3, 2, 1.
All right. And
All right.
speaking of postseason, Matt.
So
go.
aside from the NBA finals happening, the MLB postseason just started. And as this episode is recording, it actually started with a couple of games happening. So right next to me is a bracket of the postseason, and I just want to briefly mention before I go over with my predictions, and then I'll obviously hand it over to you guys. I would say that out of all the sports leagues that are handling the social distancing situation, I feel like the MLB has done a pretty poor job. Like when you look back at some of the events that some of the teams have gone through, specifically the Miami Marlins, the Philadelphia Phillies, the list goes on and on and on. They just haven't been following the necessary protocols. And, for something that, most baseball fans have been waiting for a really, really long time, we waited for this moment. It's finally here. And right now I'm going to quickly go over my predictions for both the American League and the National League, and then I'm going to hand it over to you guys. So first game on the top is Tampa Bay Rays versus the Toronto Blue Jays. I feel like Tampa Bay has done an excellent job and surprising a lot of people, including myself. And Toronto Blue Jays, they're all right. They are just in there, and I feel like they will bounce back eventually. But for this one, I'm going to have to give it to the Rays. We have the Indians and the Yankees, and I'm just going to straight out give this one to the Yankees. We all know that they are a dominant force. And listen, I'm a Mets fan, and I'm man enough to admit they're the best team in all of baseball. And you can look at their resume, you can look at their list of players, and you could obviously see they have a winning pedigree of finding success for many years. So I'm going to give them that over the Indians. We have the Twins, the Cincinnati Twins versus the Astros.
Hold on. Say that again.
The Cincinnati Twins versus
Say that again.
the Cincinnati Twins.
Do you hear yourself?
The Cincinnati Twins? What? What are you talking about?
What team is the Cincinnati team?
Cincinnati Reds. Oh, wow.
You are a disgrace to all of us, Matt. I swear.
Wow.
You are a disgrace to us all, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Part. Oh my God.
I thought somebody who knew about baseball would know this.
It's like
Actually,
I thought.
you know what? Wait a second.
That's me for a
Oh,
year.
oh, Sam.
I made a mistake.
He's gone.
Oh.
Can everyone?
What?
I'm just gonna put this out.
No.
This is for the comment section and for also you as well. Who is this team?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
It's Minnesota.
All right. I have
We're
to
getting
see
off topic.
the Astros, the Houston Astros versus the Minnesota Twins. Holy cow. All right. So sorry.
That was the Montreal Expos. Come on, you should know this.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Shut up, dude.
So Minnesota Twins versus the Houston Cheaters is what I'm gonna call them. Listen, as much as we hate the
Yeah, the
Astros,
Asterisks don't ever call them the Astros. They're the Asterisks.
as much
Asterisks. Yep.
asterisks. As much as we hate the Astros, I honestly don't see the Twins coming out of this. I'm gonna have to give it to the Astros. I'm sorry, guys. Athletics versus White Sox. I'm gonna give it to the Athletics. I feel like after years and years and years of misery, they have slowly rebuilt themselves. They're coming back into full circle, and I feel like they are going to redeem themselves. We have LA.
So I think one thing that we haven't brought up is that a lot of these games, except once the wild card is done, this is going to be played in neutral stadiums. So how does everyone feel about something like this?
That is
That's quite-
honestly.
That's
That's
quite.
interesting.
Yeah,
That
I
is
mean,
interesting.
here's the thing. When it comes to playoffs in the MLS, NHL, NBA, and MLB, they're very different compared to the NFL. The NFL has their Super Bowl in a stadium that's most likely neither a home to either team. So the fact that they're going to have neutral stadiums for when the wild card ends, I think this is going to feel different, of course. But I also think it adds more. It kind of goes towards the NFL style of the playoffs, where they go in a stadium that belongs to neither team unless one of them gets lucky and actually happens to end up in the Super Bowl. But no, this is definitely something new, and I can't wait to see how it goes.
Yeah. And
It's
yeah.
I can get why they did the postseason through neutral stadiums because we have this is I mean what are we we're going for a pandemic and we can't have any fans in, so it kind of makes sense to like have like these teams playing like different and like a neutral stadium for this entire thing. So it's just that like they play there, that's it, and then when they have to go to when they have to move to like a different area, everything's all good. I don't think doing like how they're doing this instead of like how they would usually do a regular postseason where like you have like 2 games or 3 games playing at each stadium. It doesn't work for this when you have no fans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
Anything. I mean, listen. Just to briefly like transition over to the next topic. Like I will say this finally. It ain't over till it's over. That's a famous line in baseball. And, there's obviously in postseasons, there's going to be many surprises. And, what I will say is this is going to be a very interesting postseason. That is what I'll tell you.